already. But we hope to bring in some students who will also give us a word or two. So let's get one of those students in here today and then just tell us what she is doing. So we have her joining us. She's from a federal government college. Also, a lot of them have been here also. Federal government college at Abaji this time. Morning, what's your name?
My name is Ikudike Chiriogo from Federal Government Girls College, Abaji.
What do you expect to do here today?
Well, we're here as the representative of the students of this great nation to air our views on how we want our future to look like, to talk about what we really want our future to be, how we want it, and to make life easier for us Nigerians.
Have you been listening to the submissions from the first day until this day? Have you picked anything? Do you think any of the things they've said has made any sense to you? What do you think about those?
I've really thought a great deal about that, and it made a lot of sense, especially the information communication technology part. It actually made more sense that they are trying to make our country in the best way it's supposed to be, to lift our country to reach a standard at its measure with other nations.
Give us a sneak peek. What do we expect? What kind of issues will you be talking about here today, specifically about? Is it your school, the funding, the infrastructure? What do we look forward to today?
Well, you kind of mentioned it all. The funding, the infrastructure, the schools, the attitude of the government towards the teachers and everything. They're all part of what we're going to talk about today, because it's really necessary that the government needs to know and hear from us so they will know how we feel about our nation.
All right, thank you. All the best. All right, then, so there you have that. That's one of the students. We will have another one coming through here to talk about what they will be focusing on education today. And as a matter of fact, yes, quite a number of them, different federal government colleges. Another joins us today. Morning. Tell us your name and what school you're from.
My name is Ekraken Steven. I'm from FGC Warri.
Okay, you're going to be participating in this session today?
Yes, sir.
What do we expect?
Well, according to our practices, we expect a good result and confidence. We have confidence in ourselves, and we expect that there will be no flaws.
What kind of issues do you expect that they should focus on? What will you be highlighting as the challenges that you think they should correct?
Challenges I think they should correct are the schools, the technologies, and most of the teachers.
In terms of what? The funding, the education, the curriculum, or what?
The funding, the education, and the curriculum. All of them.
What year are you, by the way?
What
class are you?
I'm in SS2.
All right, all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so there you have another student from Federal Government College. And interestingly, there was this point that was made about public and private schools. And remember, part of the theme here is partnership, transforming education through global partnerships. So many suggestions have been made over time. And so we've got yet another student, and so she will now come in and then also give us what to expect in this session where students, future leaders will be participating today. Good morning. What's your name?
My name is Abdullahi Kure Rokaya from Federal Government Girls College.
Are you also going to be in this session today?
Yes, sir.
What are you going to be talking about?
We're going to talk about how we want governments to solve the problem we are having in our schools, what we are lacking in our libraries, and we want them to pay our teachers well so that they will be happy to teach us, so that we'll be educated to be the future leaders of tomorrow.
What about the infrastructure you have in your school? Do you think they should improve from what you have already?
Yes, we need them to improve our facilities in our laboratories, and the e-library. We need more computers.
Okay. What class are you in?
I'm in SS3.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so another of those who will be participating in the summit featuring today. You remember, the future leaders, the students, all here going to give their bit in what will happen today on this session. But some of those who also expect in the summit, you got the panelists, you expect governors will be here, stakeholders will also be here, bank executives, for instance, Mrs. Shola David Boha, the CEO of Stanbic IBTC. On the panel, scheduled to be here is the governor of Delta State, governor of Edo, Ekiti. The list is endless. But let me interrupt that and bring yet another students who we should pick their brains and also find out what they will be talking about today in this panel. Morning, tell us your name and what school are you from?
My name is Noah Oga of Federal Science College, Ogoja, Cross River State.
Will you be participating in this summit today, these panels?
Yes, I will.
Okay, what will you be talking about?
I will be talking about education and how it can be applied in changing Nigeria. There's no country that can change without education. Education is the bedrock of any nation. That's a fact that cannot be overemphasized.
What about your school? What would you like to be focused on or improved upon in your school?
The world is fast growing, and not just my school, but the country needs to grow along with the world technologically. I would like the government and every other body that is interested in investing in education to invest in ICT. That's the only way we can catch up with the race.
Let me ask, I've not asked any student this one. What do you plan to be?
I plan to be a neurologist.
A neurologist.
Yes.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so there you have that. A future neurologist. He wants them to focus on ICT. Remember this morning on the program, we had Dr. Ezekwesili who was talking about all of a sudden we find ourselves playing catch up. We shouldn't be playing catch up. We should be way ahead. But let me bring in another student and get more response from them and see what else they are expected to talk about. We've got, what's your name and what school are you from?
My name is Ikujo Uchichikum. I'm from Federal Science and Technical College, Yaba.
Okay, interesting. So could you tell us, will you be at the summit, this session?
No, I don't have to talk about. I'm not meant to be on this section.
Is your school going to be also talking about participating in anything here today?
No.
Okay, for your school, since we're focusing on education here today, what would you like to be improved in your school?
I want the government to help us improve the good standard of technology, in the world. So it will help us compete with other students around the world. So like us, that we need good utilities to help us learn more in this school. Because other people from Lagos, they go outside the country because we don't have good facilities in the country. So we want people from outside to start coming to our nation. So we want them to start providing us good utilities for us to try and help to develop the country.
What about your teachers? How are they faring?
The government needs to make the teacher feel important to the world, because some students, they ask them who would like to become a teacher. None of them will raise up their hand because they see teaching as a poor profession, because the government don't pay them more and don't give them and they should be able to give them award for good finance position.
Let me also ask you, what would you like to be after school as a profession?
I would like to be a good accountant.
All right, thank you. All the best. Okay, so he who wants to be an accountant. You've seen someone who wants to be a neurologist, an accountant, several of them here, all seated in the summit. And so we do hope that they will give their word or two on this one. And as a matter of fact, you'll get to see all of those. So we already have the Vice President and some of his security detail just coming into the program here today. So, of course, you expect that kind of scenario. But we've got another student here. So let's go ahead and find out from her what she hopes to do here. Morning, what's your name and what school are you from?
I'm Agbola Gloria, and I'm a student of Federal Government College, Ikero.
All right, we'll have to interrupt that. Thank you. Okay, so there you have it. The Vice President has just arrived. We'll have to interrupt this and then hand back to the session where the Nigeria Economic Summit Group is coming to you live from Abuja. So the Vice President is here. The event is about to begin. Back to you.